Welcome back to the Webby O'Neill channel, and it's the match preview, Manchester United versus Bournemouth. As usual, have your say on the game in the comment section below, and don't forget to leave a like on the video, as you know it's much appreciated. I'm really looking forward to this one, and I think we're going to get a great game of football today.
I think everyone's looking forward to it, but let's be realistic. Do not underestimate this Bournemouth side. This is an owner, football club, going places, and they're all buying into the dream, especially these players. They are playing good football. Do not underestimate them. And if you do, it's at your peril, because I've watched Bournemouth and I think they're a good footballing side, and they do come back and they are taking it to teams. And I think we're going to have a tough task here.
Well, I'm certainly expecting that. Give me headaches last season. And you just like to think now with this system that he's got in place, we're looking a lot more organised, I must say, in the middle of the pitch. It's just the attacking areas sometimes. We just need better decision making.
Yeah, I think at Old Trafford, I think we'll see a more attacking Manchester United and the decisions going forward. I think we'll see more of that. But what it is, we have to be wary of them coming through us. We've not really seen a team take us apart through the midfield since Tottenham Hotspur. But under Ruben Amorim, no, it's not happening. They're more defensive, they're more solid United, and I think they'll stop Bournemouth. But there will be moments here, and we've got to be highly aware of the speed in these players. They move the ball about, and that's what Ruben Amorim wants. Move the ball, keep it together, and they work together. So very dangerous team here. But I think United have to fight here. We've got 3 games. You mentioned it to me earlier. We've got 3 games here, and really, to stay in a chance of being in that top 4 come the new year, to have a little bit of a challenge, we've got to win these games. That's how I see it. Yes, the difficult games, but I see we've got to win it, and they are the priority. Premier League is the priority, and it starts here right now.
Yeah, I do agree, actually, what you mentioned earlier on about teams cutting through us. Tottenham in the actual Premier League. Some might say because of the result, Tottenham in the Carabao Cup, but I definitely agree with that. Now, we talk about rotation, who's going to start every match preview. The only one person I can guarantee who will start against Bournemouth, and that's Andrea Onana. The rest of him, I couldn't put me out on it.
He's starting first without a shadow of a doubt, because people there looking at Bayindy the other day, and I have sympathy with Bayindy at Tottenham the other day, because he's not played under a challenge like that for a long, long time. Rusty, that's what I would say about Bayindy, but definitely Onana's starting.
Yeah, I'd like to look at the back 3, and in my opinion, I'd like to see De Ligt, Maguire and Martinez. Thought they looked really solid as a back 3 against Manchester City. And I do think, in my own opinion, that will be the starting Premier League team week on week.
Yeah, I think at the moment, that's what we're going to see. If you look at Yoro, he will come back. He's not fit. Yeah. He will get in that. Hopefully, that's his position in that back 3. But Maguire, very able person to come in, fit in there, and he just looks a natural at this moment in time. And resting him against Tottenham was exactly the right thing to do.
Yeah, can't make a team just off a back 3, though. You're looking in the wide areas, we mentioned it the other day. I just think we need more quality in the attacking areas to make them right decisions from the actual wing backs as well. The only one that I see who gives us that improvement, that intensity going forward, is actually Ahmad when he plays in the right wing spot. Mazraoui as well can do a job, but we don't have that same flair, that same close control attacking threat like we do see from Ahmad on either flank.
Listen, you can only say at this moment, Ahmad, that's it.
Give him the captain's armband.
No,
Give him the captain's armband.
No. He's good, but he ain't that good at the moment. You know what I mean? He's got a long way to go, Ahmad.
Of course.
But putting him out on the right there, yes, that's the right decision for me. And I'm just not sure on the opposite side.
No, I do. And there was a lot of comments coming on our last video about Højlund. We did discuss it as well, particularly pointed out his hold-up play and how that does need to improve as well, so that all the team can link up. You know, it's a bit of both, isn't it, really? Some of the players are getting him to positions, putting balls in, and he's just not finding the right areas. But it's also the same time, when he has that ball in at his feet, he must do better with it to link up with the number 10s or the wide players.
Yeah, he must link up better. He's not holding the ball when it comes from him. It's bouncing off him. But I think what it is, it's the way United go at it when they haven't got certain personnel in there. And if you look at Mainu, if Mainu's in there, he will be supporting Højlund. And with Ahmad there on his right, I think they'll look to get behind. And then they have Højlund there, getting a square ball, whereas he wasn't getting that the other day at Tottenham. And I was very surprised, to be personally honest with you, that he started the game. I thought Xerxes should have started the game at Tottenham. I thought it was the chance to give him a run out for 90 minutes and see what happens. I just hope it's not had an effect on Højlund, fitness-wise and that.
Confidence-wise as well.
Well, maybe not the confidence. I think he's young enough to carry on the confidence, even if you have a bad game. Yeah, it's a bounce back, I think. And when you look at Ruben Amorim and the coaches and that, I think they give the confidence and they give it into the players. So it just keeps rubbing off. So any disappointment in a personal performance and that, I think Højlund will get over that straight away. But I think he will improve with the type of player what's on there in the Premier League game. I think he suffered, but he also made mistakes and he's got a lot to do to improve. But I think he's capable of doing it. Will he be able to do it in the long run? I'm not too sure. But in the short term, I think against Bournemouth, it'll be a different type of game and a different Højlund you'll see.
Yeah, in the early weeks of Amorim walking through the door, for me personally, it was more about seeing an actual style of play, something different. Are we getting to that stage now where it's not just about that now? We need to start seeing results and a consistency of actual wins to get us up that table.
No, we've got to have the wins and we've got to have them in the Premier League. That's the priority. We've said it well before Ruben Amorim actually said it. And getting the points on the board. I mean, if you look there, we was 13th. That is unacceptable. We can't lose the next couple of games and then be back in that position going into the new year facing Liverpool. That is the last thing you want to do. And especially going to Liverpool and the cops singing at you, you're going down and all that. You don't want to be in 13th, 14th position because potentially that's where we could if we lose these next two games at least.
Yeah, I've got to cut out the mistakes as well. Far too many mistakes, I think, over the last 3 or 4 games, if you look at the cup competitions as well. And if we can cut them out, we've got half a chance as well. And you're noticing more with the back three, especially in the last 2 or 3 games, about a more controlled up style of play. Instead of quickly trying to get it up into the midfield and spring attacks quickly, you're looking at the Martinez in particular, Harry Maguire when he's played as well in a couple of games against City and Arsenal, looking like a patient build-up, trying to suck in the opposition players as well so they can and then pass it into midfield and make the attacks that way.
I think when you look at the mistakes, what's gone on, I think what you have to do is put that down to the rotation. Players just getting out there to get a bit of match fitness and all that and not right up to scratch. So when you've got good players and then you've got players there who aren't fit, it actually affects their game as well. They're having to do that, or they feel as though they've got to do a little bit more. They end up not staying. Well, that's what happens. They end up not staying in their own position and that. So when things start going astray, you have to look at who's the personnel on there. Why are they on there? You know, it's fitness, it's rotation and all that. People need a rest. That's the way it is. So you're not going to get a consistent game when the rotation's going on. But at some point, that rotation has to stop. But it has to stop in the Premier League. He has to put his best side out there.
I do think he's already got a great idea of who we can trust out of 8 or 9 players to consistently put him in that starting 11. But I'm sure all eyes after the game against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup will be on Martinez. But I'm expecting a big performance today from Martinez. In my opinion, Maguire and De Ligt will come back in. So I think he'll be a bit more confident psychologically knowing that them two are alongside him.
Yeah, listen, you say about all eyes on Martinez. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Okay. When he's in there with good players, there's no problem with him. I think all the eyes really will be on, is Garnacho going to play? I think Garnacho is the eyes of the world are on him. Can he fight back from being dropped against Manchester City? We've seen Marcus Rashford spit his dummy out. He has got on with training. He was brought back in. He was on the pitch against Tottenham. So all eyes will see, has he got a starting place?
Yeah.
Has he got a starting place? And will he work hard now, get his head down, and then just carry on, especially for the next 3 league games? That's what you have to look at with Garnacho. Has the penny dropped? That's the question, and that's what we all want to see.
No, some great comments, and that is something I've just thought about, and I'm interested to see how he responds from that setback with Ruben Amorim dropping him from the matchday squad in the derby. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a match preview today. get involved with your own opinions on the match. We are expecting a tough game, but I'm expecting a good game of football, actually, from both sides. And I think this will be a tough test, to be quite honest with you today. But yeah, get involved with your own opinions. Please leave a like on the video. As you know, it's much appreciated. It helps the channel and today's video. We'll be back straight after the game with a match reaction as usual. So get that notification on, please. And we'll see you straight after the game.
Many thanks.
Come on, Reds.
Come on.